So that was our integration with WYSIWYG. That was one display that Richard had. He had all of 2 displays for this show, and none of them were this complicated numerical display, which he detests so much. So one display was the WYSIWYG view, which sometimes when there's lots of things happening on stage, is just very easy to go to that and see what light is coming from over there with the moving lights. And with the other one, of course, was Virtual Magic Sheet, which both Richard and I are terribly excited about, because this is a magic sheet. It's not a geographical representation of where the lights are. They're all partitioned into areas that Richard knows exactly what they are because he drew them. And you're going to describe briefly where his thought process of where they were. So if you could just...
Yes, basically you lay this out as you wish to have it. This looks real complicated, and it was a huge rig. In fact, I drew it, so I knew exactly what it was all doing. And essentially, I had sort of 4 direction acting areas, overhead stuff from the sides and straight down light, all the side lighting warm, all the side lighting cool, specials, lots of red specials, color scrollers here, all the back of the cyc is here, the front of the cyc is here, these are the light curtains, and these are the 6 units plus proscenium either side that had all these birdies inside them, and this is the front of house. So that's it before you turn the lights on. You can now turn some lights on, Rob.
So I can... That's a slide. This one here is actually hot, so you can actually see what things are going on here. As he mentioned, there's these layers, so we could actually, just like in WYSIWYG, say what we need to do is go to the graveyard scene. And then we'd get a little rendering and the specials that are involved in the graveyard scene, plus a topographical view that Richard threw in there for every single scene. But then we could actually look at the rig, and I never know how to get him over here. We'll just look at this area here. And as I run cues, we're in the prologue here, there's not many lights. So here we go. Now you're actually seeing live data coming back in. So there's a little bar graph that goes from bottom to top to show its level. There's a little arrow to show if in the last move it went up or down. It shows the color that Richard chose in the gels, or the colors that I mixed with the moving lights. And dynamically you can actually see what's going on instantly. So Richard was saying, what is that yellow light coming from stage left? You know, sometimes, worst case scenario, you get the assistant to go walk up on stage, and go, oh, it's the one in the boom, that's 120 or no, it's 220. And then on a conventional desk, he would be saying, okay, could you please page to the 200s? Okay, which one is it? And you're finding it. Here, he would just go, oh, it's that one. And this is a feature that we've added recently, too, that we didn't take advantage of in New York because of departmental rules and stuff like that. But Richard could just go, it's that one, Robert. And then I could wheel it up on the wheel. So we don't even know what number it is. We don't care, we don't speak numbers. And he may just say, give me all of those things. And then you can see they get highlighted in the rig on my display, they're highlighted on his display, and then he can say, give those to me at half. And then they would go up. We like that, we record it into a queue. So instantaneously, Richard could see what was on, what has moved up, what has moved down, and he would also be able to see, even before, he could check my, my typing, even before I make an effect to the stage. So if he said, Robert, give me group 256, I would type in here, group 256, and he would actually see, oh, I didn't mean that, I meant 257. So then I could release that out, go 257, and then he goes, yeah, those are the ones, put those up on the wheel, and I can roll them in. So that was the only display Richard had, was the WYSIWYG on one monitor, and this big thing. We had a monitor about this big. So he could see the entire rig without having to page or go through things. And he had the advantage that he could see what I was doing even before I made an effect to the stage to double check what I was doing.